What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC25 video where today we're going to look at the content here on Monday for Shapeshifters Team 3. We're going to start with our player picks today. I've got 4 of these 86 pluses, 2 of 3s. And yeah, hopefully guys, EA are going to give us something here today because I can't lie, man. Shapeshifters Team 3 is starting to feel a little bit like Team of the Season's kind of like Ultimate Tots in the back end of Team of the Season, where it was just genuinely garbage. And it feels like that's what we're getting from the game from EA right now. Like, there's things to do each day and each week. You know, you've got your champs, you've got your rivals, if you're still playing those game modes. Squad battles is there. You've got the exchange, of course, which is a good place to like kind of put and keep redoing your fodder. Oh my days, Jesus, that was bad. But the truth of the matter is that this game is just, it's shocking. It's shocking. Like, it is honestly shocking. It is so easy to get like the 99% team that we need. Like, there needs to be something that EA give us that makes me think about what I'm doing and makes me sit there and think to myself, do you know what? This is going to be worth my time. And in these moments, that is not there. So we get no new objective in seasonal. We get no new objective in live or FC Pro or coaching masterclass or milestones. And so that is going to leave us with evolutions. If you want to use the best players in FC25, there's only one sure way to get them. U7buy.com gives some of the best prices around for you to buy Ultimate Team coins. It's fast, safe, and reliable. And if you use code NEP at checkout, you will get 8% off their prices. So check the link in the description. And so with that being said, guys, let's take a look at any evolution that we get. Now, being a Monday, and do you know what? This is actually part of the problem. I was going to say, being a Monday, it's unlikely we'll get an Evo. And that's part of the problem. It is so predictable what you will and won't get. And there is no new Evo there. Obviously, the rewards and cosmetics, there's nothing. And there's no, what was that one called? I can't remember what the other thing's called. So we're going to be saved today by the SBCs. Now, it is Monday, which means we will get the upgrade SBC. Are we going to get a player as well? I really want to complete those two on my other account. We get Niamh Charles as an SBC, 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, left back, right back, and left mid. Great passing stats, really tidy defending, physical, decent dribbling and pace. Obviously, with England, actually has a really good chance of getting quite a lot of upgrades. Has got really good playstyles, actually. Quick step, rapid and technical with quick step plus. Jockey and intercept plus with block and slide tackle. Long ball pass plus with pinged and incisive, finesse shot and relentless. I mean, as far as a fullback goes, what's she missing? Anticipate and bruiser, kind of killer for those two to not be there. First touch, potentially. Otherwise, it's like good play styles. All of the roles are there as well. 3 squads. It's got to be affordable. It's got to be affordable. It's an 85, it's an 87, and it's an 88. Even though my mind is like a, oh my God, that's way too much. That's actually not a terribly expensive team because of how cheap 85s and 87s are. But I still think it's probably a bit too expensive. And so outside of that, what are the new upgrades for today? What did we get, EA? 85x5, 83 1 of 3 player pick, repeatable for 6 days. This requires 4 players, rare, and otherwise 3 golds. 3 more golds. It's just, for me personally, guys, it's not good. It's just not good. Like exchanging 4 rares and 3 commons for an 83 plus, unless you get like an elite player, which you probably won't, you're going to get, okay, we get an 86 Trent, that's not awful, but even then, an 86 rated player is probably worth less than the exchange that we put in there. I'd probably still be looking towards using my cards in the upgrades that give more players back rather than that. For challenges, there's nothing. So for icons, there's nothing. Oh my days, guys. Really? Really? That bad? We just get the Charles SBC and an 81, no, an 83 plus 1 of 3. This is what I'm saying. This is what I said at the start, guys, right? Like, this game is in a... This game is lost. This game is lost. It's like, I genuinely am struggling to, like, find the words to explain and express what I mean. But I think, what I feel like, right, is I feel like EA know that the days are numbered for the state of the game where we're at right now. And so instead of trying to give us things that will keep us engaged, they just give up. What happened to that Daily Rush League thing, or whatever it was called, that was leaked on Friday? What happened to the Barasi SBC that was leaked on Friday? What happened to those, all of the other things that EA have promised us this year? Remember they said that we're going to get some bench boosters, like players that come off the bench with full chemistry. That never happened. The game is just... It doesn't serve any purpose right now to play it. Unless you just love playing the game. And the reason why it doesn't serve any purpose to play it is because the menu grind makes getting that 99% team too easy. And then the grind that you need to go through to get better than 99% team is too long-winded, too boring, and too hard. And so we're left with a world where the game is just terrible. I mean, it's terrible. What I want to do, though, guys, I want to look at... So let's look at this Charles card. 76k. That's pretty insane, isn't it? That is pretty insane. Let me log in real quick here. There we go. I do like this card. I do think it's a slight bit expensive. I think with an Anchor Chem style, it's quite brilliant, actually. And the fact that she's got upgradable opportunities. I will say this about the Path to Glory cards, guys. Get as many as you can. Get the objective cards, get the SBC cards, and any that are affordable to pick up, which at this point is almost all of them, other than Paralluelo, maybe Jeoro and Rolfo, Paradis and Gwyn. The rest of them, I would just be buying. Reten maybe a bit expensive as well, because some of these women are going to become phenomenal cards in game, and you're going to be looking back at it going, oh, why didn't I just buy that when it was 40k? Or, you know, why didn't I complete that SBC just because it was like quite easy? But yeah, I think this, I'm going to downvote this. I think people are blinded by the player picks. They remember the player picks from last year and the year before when they were brand new 2 years ago, and they remember them from last year where the exchange offered so many players back that it worked well. But now, look, 3.45k for an 83 plus. When you look at the cheapest players that we've got available for 3.45k's worth of fodder, you have to get an 87 rated player for it to be valuable, for it to make sense. Like, EA honestly could have made this an 85 plus for the same requirements, repeatable. Then I would have been sitting there going, yep, that's banging. I'm all about that life. This isn't good. I'm going to upvote Charles because I think it's a decent card and I like the upgrade potential. I do think it's a bit expensive, but I don't think it's like unbelievable. And a lot of the value that you're spending is the inform / team of the season, which, again, you should theoretically have an abundance of those now already due to the grind and the exchange. Like, I've got like 20, 30 spare team of the weeks. Now, obviously, that's me. I get to put a lot more time in the game. I get that. But that's where we're at with that. So it is true. It is true that that is all the content for today. Now, what I want to look at is what was the content on this day 1 year ago? Was we in a same state of mind? Were we sitting there thinking, okay, wait, why does it keep showing me the same? Wait, it's showing me the same players, the same. It just keeps showing me the same videos. Look, FC25 can't be saved. Then we scroll down and we get, hold on, FC25 can't be saved. YouTube can't be saved. This is the content we got last year, guys. It's a Greats of the Game Cafu SBC. What did we have just in the game? So we had the Greats of the Game promo, which was pretty cool. Obviously, this is kind of, I suppose, akin to the Path to Glory stuff. What else did we have? What else did we have? We had the greats of the game stuff. We got the Euro Copper Evolution bonus. Use your Euro or Copper Festival Football Evolution players to earn special rewards. That would go down well now. The cup we got yesterday, garbage. Imagine just giving us some Evo content. Like here, imagine this. You know, like the Evo stuff that we've had with like the future stars and stuff, all these icons and whatnot. Imagine EA gave like loads of packs, and each pack contained 5 players. And from each pack, you would pick, obviously goalkeeper would be irrelevant, but you'd have like 4 or 5 defender packs and 4 or 5 midfielder packs and 2 or 3 attacker packs. And it's just random 5 players, but they come out as special edition cards that fit into a specific Evo that give them a boost to, let's say, a 95 rated for the sole purpose of going into a cup where you use those players in the cup to earn special evolutions to boost some of those cards to like 96, 97 rated versions of themselves, but B, earn other exclusive evolutions, maybe that be cosmetic evolutions or evolutions that are like position change evos or playstyle plus evos. And it will just be a sort of thing where it's like, right, we've got to grind a little bit. Let's work on this. Let's go and pick our players, build our team, play the cup, get the rewards, have a couple of exclusive evos, and then some stuff on top. It's like that would be some fun content. Instead, like look at how same. Like this is what I mean by where I think EA are just. I think EA just know that this game is done for this year. And I really hope that they've got something up their sleeve for next year, because if it's the same copy-paste menus, gameplay, game style system, rivals, champs, draft, if everything is the same or the same but a minor difference again next year, I actually don't know how much longer Ultimate Team has got in terms of being a game that people are going to continue playing, especially with GTA 6 coming. Other football games are coming out, rematches here. FM26, after having a year out, is going to be back. I wonder how much market share EA keep if it's the same. And although it's reskinned here, it's the same. Look, greats of the game, daily play completionist, an evolution bonus thing, an icon objective player, the Festival of Football Cup, which I can't remember how good or bad that was, but the Season 7 play. What was the Copa America throwbacks? I don't really remember that. The milestones was the same. The evolutions were way worse last year, to be fair. Oh, good old display. What else did we get? What did we have? I mean, we had the exchanges, obviously, which was really good. We had some showdown cards. We had a 91 plus icon encore player pick that gave Ultimate Birthday or Greats of the Game Team 1, 91 or higher, 2 per 2 days, an 87, an 88, and a 90. Compared to this current market, that's not bad, to be fair. We had the 83 Team of the Week player pick, and then we had this Greats of the Game Cafu, who was phenomenal, by the way. And that was the SBC. And of course, the Greats of the Game cards were live. Damn, man. Look at that. See, look at that. 84 by 10, best of nations, like things like that. Obviously, like EA don't care about it because they didn't give it to us last year. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look at that from Donk. 6 p.m. content, Charles SBC, and 83 plus player picks, 3 more days of this. So I understand as well. I don't know where this is because I don't see it from any of the guys that usually give the information. But so I understand we are getting Team 4 of Shapeshifters. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, like, this content is quite literally unacceptable. And do you know what the thing that bothers me the absolute most is, guys? There is zero communication. There's no like, guys, we hear you, we can see what you're saying in your videos, in your streams, on X, on whatever platform you use, TikTok or whatever. We hear you. We are gearing up for a massive FC26. We're working on some important things. We think you're going to love it. Or we've got some things in the pipeline for next week that we think you're going to love. But like the one thing that I kept saying very recently is like when it comes to this game, I get it. EA can't reinvent the wheel, right? It's not like every single day that they release a new piece of content, it can be something brand spanking new where we're like, oh my God, this is sick. But there has to be a middle ground. There has to be a middle ground because right now, you know, I've been very, very positive of this game this year because I've enjoyed a lot of aspects of this game throughout the course of the game cycle, apart from actually playing the game for a lot of the time. I'm at a cusp of like, I'm almost good at the game, but not quite. I don't know. I'm getting like 11 wins in champs regularly, although this weekend, guys, I bottled hard and got 9. But the last couple of weeks, I've been getting like 11 wins with games to spare. I mean, like Division 2, Division 1, almost in the Elite Division. Like, I'm on that cusp of, like, being good at the game to the point where I'm a top-tier player. And it's stressful. It's stressful. So playing the game sometimes can be a bit of a stress, which means you would think that EA would create a world where the micro game is enjoyable and the end game is enjoyable. And so many other, like, games have a cracking end game where it is about grinding. EA don't have an end game because like the way that they've positioned this game is like they don't have the end game. And so now we're sitting here, everyone's got their teams, almost no players ever upgrade their team. So SBCs like Charles, people look at and go, they're not gonna go in place of like my Evolution Terry Hernandez or my Rolfo or whoever else may be there. They look at those SBCs and they go, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm logging off. And then what? And then what? EA need to find a way to make the micro and the end game enjoyable, and they're getting it wrong. For today, though, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.